Tornado warning until 9:45 for Graves and Marshall County in Kentucky. This includes Benton, Fair Dealing, Mayfield, and Simpsonia. It is a catastrophic tornado. This is the strongest tornado that I have seen in my time here in nearly 15 years.
Joining us now is Kathy Stewart-Onan, the mayor of Mayfield, Kentucky. How would you characterize the devastation in your town right now?
It is utter and total for the most part. We spent the night in the city hall, the fire station are across the parking lot from each other. And of course we had no power, we had no water. And so when the sun started coming up this morning, it was like matchsticks. Our whole town looks just like matchsticks lying around.
We went on a mission trip in 2019 to Mayfield, Kentucky, and when the tornadoes hit, I had a personal relationship with some of those people, so it was just a great opportunity for me to go back there and help them out.
I personally had never seen such destruction on that level. I lived in Florida for a little bit, dealt with hurricanes, but just never had a big one strike the area I lived in, so I had never seen such destruction. So I thought it would be a good experience for not only myself, but for my son as well, just to experience it, see just the devastation, just the tragic loss, and then to go help serve and do what we can to help restore and rebuild people who had suffered so much loss.
So the church at Northside had what they called a distribution center, and basically it was a place where all the donations were coming, they were being sorted, organized, and then the people in the community would show up and they would fill out a checklist stating what their needs were. So it was a really well-oiled machine. When we got there, some of us greeted in the parking lot. There were groups of people sitting at the table that would take down their information and create a grocery list, if you will, and then we would send it to the back where other groups of people would load a grocery cart. We would take it out to their cars and then load up their supplies for them to take home.
So one of the biggest blessings that I've been able to encounter with now that I can translate and know and speak Spanish is just getting to interact with people and see the joy that people have when I do speak their language and when we can just have that one-on-one conversation without a language barrier. And something that was really cool about this trip was, I talked to just a couple of families like right in the morning, our first day there, got to translate for them, establish that, hey, there's somebody here that can speak to you in Spanish and can directly understand and knows exactly what you need and can go back and forth with you and really help to address what you need. And then all of a sudden, just the family started flooding in that spoke Spanish because word, I guess, got out that I was there and could take those requests verbatim and could interact with them. So that was really cool, and it just got back to me, the blessing that it is to be able to translate, and what a joy that is to be able to put that back into the work of the Lord.
Their fellowship hall was used to store all the supplies. So basically, it was organized with tables, and it included everything from food to where we would make food boxes, to diapers, socks, underwear, towels, sheets, personal hygiene supplies, cleaning supplies. Outdoors, there was like a courtyard, if you will, and we had shovels and rakes and outdoor supplies, gas cans, tarps, dog food. There were tons and tons and tons of bottled water.
David Wade's sister owned a business there in Mayfield, and back behind her place of business was an empty lot. And then somehow she got in contact with somebody in Pennsylvania who was donating a large camper, and that she was going to allow that camper to then be parked on that empty lot, so that way somebody who had lost a home had a place to stay at least for a while until they got things squared away. But this lot had a few large trees that fell down on it, and so we were actually able to coordinate with another group there. They were affiliated with the church, and they had all kinds of equipment, bobcats, tractors, a few guys with some chainsaws, and we cleared that field out pretty quickly with the help of those guys.
And we were able to get this massive pile of brush out the way and 2 or 3 huge fallen trees in just a couple of hours or 3 hours. But if it was just us doing that, it would have taken us probably all day. We might have not even been able to finish it. So I just thought it was really cool seeing all these churches come together and help towards one effort, in the community just come together and help donate things to people who were affected by this tornado.
So we also went to a member of the Northside Church of Christ. They had their entire house was gone, everything was gone. And so the people who were from our church went and helped, and there was about 25 of us out there, but also just random people that had pulled up at the church that morning just wanted to do everything. They wanted to help out with the grocery shopping we did, and help out clean out the lot behind the person that was doing that stuff, and they wanted to help out the member who lost their house. And that was just so impactful for me to see that random people who we had no idea who they were wanted to help out in any type of way.
The last day I served as a greeter in the parking lot, and I had a young lady walk up, and she indicated that she was unable to find diapers. She told us that she was a single mother and she had a small infant, and she had been to many stores around town and she was unable to find the size diapers that she needed. So we brought her on into the building, and she sat down with a team of our ladies and filled out a supply checklist. And in doing so, some of the girls were able to talk with her and kind of find out her story. It turns out that she was a very young single mother, and she had been put out of her home because of this. And she said that she had been praying and praying and praying that God would answer her prayer. She just needed some diapers. She just needed some simple supplies to take care of her baby. And when she walked into the lobby there, she literally told me that she felt like a miracle had happened and that her prayers had been answered. The youth minister there that we were working with had indicated to me that he did have some gift cards on hand, and if we felt like at any point there was a need for that, then we could make those available. So she went into the restroom a minute, and when she came back out, I offered her some gift cards, and she just broke down into tears and hugged my neck and said that she literally had never been shown more grace and more mercy than she had been in those last 30 minutes that she was there with our group. It just made such an impact to me, because I thought about, something just so simple as just needing diapers could have likely opened a door, planted a seed, and changed this young girl's life.